welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this white Angelic Moments press-on nail set that can be found on my business page. I'm going to be using some nail stands, a wax pencil, a brush. I did not use the dotting tool. I did use that silicone thing, and I am using a file. I believe it's a 100/180. Be using some tweezers, a 4-way buffer. I'm also going to be using these nail stick-on things to stick the press-on nails on. I ended up not using any of these designs except the gold roses and the gold rhinestones. I'm also going to be using some gold foil, and I'm also going to have, of course, the angel foils. I'm using some nail art foil glue, the Beetles nail polish in 837 and 842. I'm also going to be using the Beetles foundation base gel and also their top coat top it off gel. So these nails are from NXYVB, and all of this stuff will be linked below because I honestly cannot remember some of the names. So the first thing you want to do is size up your nails. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just sizing each nail, and then I'm going to put them in order from thumb to pinky so I don't get it mixed up. So I already put the nails on the other nail stand, so I'm going to show you guys how to put them on these. So you are going to need these nail stick things. I'm really not sure what they're called, but you stick them onto the stand, and on some of these I already have the little sticker things on there from a previous set that I did, so I'm not going to put anything new on them. But for the ones that don't have any on there, I'm just sticking those on there, and then I just put the nail on there. I try and put the bottom of the nail pretty much on the stand and let the top hang off. I just feel like that makes it a lot more secure for when you're actually like filing and painting and putting on designs. The nails won't fall off of these stands. It's magnetic and everything is sticking properly, so that way it won't fall off, because if it falls off, it's gonna mess up your polish and you're going to have to redo. So now I'm taking my 100/180 file, and I'm just filing the tips. Like I said, these nails are full coverage nails, and they're already shaped in the shape that I need. These are extra long coffin, and these were bought off of Amazon. So I'm just filing the tips because sometimes there's like a little piece of plastic like hanging off, and it's like really annoying, so you want to go ahead and file that off. But you could shape these into a different shape if you wanted to. If you needed to make them shorter, you could be doing that now, but all I'm doing right now is filing off the top of these nails with my file, and I'm going to do it on these as well. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and buff all of these nails. You want to remove the shine from these nails completely. If you do not buff the nails, the gel polish will not stick correctly. It will peel off. It just won't adhere. It really does need to be buffed. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you buff all of the nails. This is the part that takes you the longest, is nail prep. But honestly, even if you're doing acrylic nails, nail prep is probably the most important part. So right now I'm just buffing, and I'm gonna go ahead and buff all of these nails. This did take me quite a while because this 4-way buffer is pretty trash. I think it's from Kiss, I'm not really sure, but I got it from the beauty supply, so it's not a good one. But you can find better ones on Amazon that will help this buffing process go a lot faster. And if you wanted to use your drill, you could, but I'm using a buffer. So I just finished buffing all of the nails, and this is what it looks like. It should look pretty much ashy, and it should feel like it's buffed. Like, you should not feel that same shine. So now I'm going in with my Beetles foundation base gel, and I'm just going to do a light coat over all of the nails, and then I'm going to cure it under my UV light. I know you guys cannot see it, but it is to the side, and the UV light that I'm using will be linked below. And with the UV light I am using, it is a little bit, I don't want to say trash, but it's not the best. So I do have to cure for about 99 seconds. That's pretty much my 30 seconds that you would normally cure stuff for. So with mine, I'm doing 99 seconds, but on regular ones that are actually good, you only need 30 seconds. So I just finished putting the base polish on, and now I'm going to go ahead and put on my first coat of the color 837. So the Beetles nail polish, I will warn you, it does get a little clumpy, so you need to shake it up. Like, shake it up, hit it on your hand, do what you need to do, because sometimes it gets pretty clumpy. But Beetles polish is very affordable, and it is on Amazon. So right now I'm putting on my first coat, and I'm going to do that on all of the nails except one, which I'm going to do the other color because that's going to be my glitter nail. So now I'm taking my color 842 and it's going on my ring finger. And with this polish and any gel polish, you want to do really thin layers or it might burn under the UV light and it'll look like a burn mark kind of on the nails, or it'll look like it melted almost. So you really want to make sure you're doing thin layers. But when you're doing a glitter polish, sometimes you have to do three coats instead of 2 just to get it really pigmented. Okay, so I just finished this hand off camera and now I'm going to go ahead and put the second coat on this first one. So I'm pretty much going to do the same process except on the 2 fingers where I'm doing the angel foil. I am actually going to put the nail art foil glue on as the second coat for those. So I will show you guys and tell you guys what I'm doing when that part comes up. Okay, so this is the nail art foil glue I'm using, and I did get this off of Amazon, and I'm going to be putting this on my pinky finger and also my index finger because those are the two fingers I decided to put the angel foil on. I think it looks really cute when you do it like that, or if you do it like right next to each other with the angel foils. I just think it really brings out the look. But I'm doing a really thin layer with this as well because you do not want thick layers. Thick layers will burn or melt it, so you really need to make sure you do thin layers. But I only need one layer, and once I do that, I put it under the light for about 99 seconds. And now I'm gonna start putting on my second coat on this hand, but I'm gonna do the same process as I did on the other hand, so I'm not going to show you guys the full process again because that would be wasting your time. Now that's done curing under the light, I'm going to go ahead and put the nail foil on. You want to make sure you start at the bottom of the nail so that you don't have like a part at the top that's not showing. I already did the index finger, as you can see at the bottom left of the screen, and I'm using this silicone tool to kind of press it on to the nail, but you can also use your finger. As you will see, I pretty much use my finger only on the next nail, but you see I'm just pushing everything in. Like, you really want to make sure that the nail is absorbing, is adhering, whatever you want to call it, to this foil transfer, because it's really upsetting and really annoying if it doesn't all transfer over, because sometimes you have to redo the whole nail if it didn't transfer correctly. Once you feel like everything is transferred over, you can go ahead and take that foil off, and this is how it should come out. Very nice, very neat. Everything is transferred over. Now, if you did have like some blank spots in it, you could literally just add more in by just taking a part of the foil and just pressing it onto the nail. But make sure it's kind of like the same as what's around it on the nail if you do have like a blank spot. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you've used nail foil, it can get very tricky if there's those blank spots, so just make sure you're blending it correctly. So now with this one, I'm going to be using my hand a lot to get this transfer over. I'm literally just pressing in. You can literally press as hard as you need to get this to adhere to the nail. Use whatever tool. You can go back and forth between your hand and the silicone tool, but just do whatever you have to do to get everything to transfer over. Now on this one, I did have some blank spots, so I did have to go back in with the foil and press down in it. So you guys will see what I was talking about before with that in a minute. Alright, so now I have all of my Angel transfer foils onto the nails. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my designs to the other two nails. So on my middle fingers, I decided to add 4 roses on each fingers and then add like gold rhinestones in between the roses. So I am going to be using this glue. I got it off Amazon. It's just rhinestone glue. The exact name will be in the description box below. This glue is very, very sticky. Like, it's very, very sticky and it can get very messy. But what I'm doing is I'm taking this little brush, and I know you can't see me right now, but I'm adding the glue to the back of the rose, and then I'm going to take some tweezers in my hands. I'm just going to alter between both of those and stick the roses onto the nail in like a zigzag formation, kind of. I didn't want them to be right up on each other, but that's pretty much how the roses look. These roses are from Amazon, and I'm just sticking them on there. After I finish sticking all of the roses on there, I'm going to cure it under the light for 99 seconds. So with this glue, you do want to do thin layers, because if you don't, the glue will bulge out. So I'm doing like thin, like kind of polka dots of the glue, because this is where I'm going to stick the rhinestones on, and the rhinestones are not that big, so these little dots do not have to be that big of the glue, because what you're going to see in a minute, like you see, these rhinestones are very small. And I'm using my wax pencil to pick up these rhinestones. I'm just kind of randomly putting them on where I put the glue dots on before. I did want to go ahead and let you guys know that these rhinestones are also from Amazon, along with the foil that I'm getting ready to use. And right now I'm going to go ahead and cure that under the light for 99 seconds. And I'm pretty much doing the same thing on the other nail with the roses at this moment. So I'm going to go ahead and put this Top It Off Top Gel nail polish on the thumbs. And this is pretty much what I use to adhere the foil to it. So now I'm going to take my tweezers and pick up little foil pieces, and then I'm going to put them on the thumbs. Now, if you were using acrylic, this would be a little bit different, because you would be able to just encapsulate the foil with the acrylic. But I'm not using any acrylic for this set, so therefore I'm just kind of laying it down. Now the foil does lay down pretty flat, so you don't necessarily need to encapsulate this necessarily. It would be better if you encapsulated it, but you don't have to, because as you see, it's laying down really flat on the nail. So I'm just doing like a random design with this. I am putting a lot of foil bits on this nail because that's how I wanted it, but you don't have to put as much foil as I'm putting on here if you do not want to. So once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and cure that under the light for 99 seconds and do the same thing on the other thumb. Okay, so now that I finished doing all of the polish, I finished doing all of the designs, I finished curing it, I'm now taking my 100/180 file and I'm just filing up the sides and I'm filing up the free edge. I just really want to make sure everything is nice and neat and it's still the shape that I started with, which was coffin. So that's what I'm doing now, and then after that we will pretty much be done. We're gonna add the top coat and then we'll be done. You really should add the top coat before you start filing, but I honestly forgot about it and that's why I'm doing it last. But yeah, after I finish filing, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Beetles Top It Off top gel nail polish, as I'm doing right now, put this over all of the nails, and I'm going to cure it for probably about 2 to 3 minutes and then I'll be done. So before this video ends, I want to remind you guys that this is the White Angelic Moments press-on nail set that is available on my business page, Picasso Beauty, on Instagram. You guys should definitely follow and you should purchase this set or any other set that I've posted. My nails do come with nail glue, a cuticle pusher, and a buffer so that you can do nail prep at home to ensure your press-on nails stay on for as long as you want them to. And to measure your nails properly for press-ons, you can use measuring tape at home that measures in centimeters or millimeters. You can come in person to be sized. I live in the Atlanta area, or you can order a nail sizing kit from me for $5. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to stay notified. We're on the road to 40K, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.